point out a abuse or an unnecessary hardship created on our taxpayers, or some of our taxpayers in the city of Warwick. I'm not going to mention names. However, the tax collector's office has sent out notices for delinquency on sewer and water uses, some of which are excessive. I mean, there's one that's $29,000 that's over 2 or 3 years old. And then there are a multitude of tax bills ranging from $517, $513, 5 change, that are probably about 80 or 90 days old from billing date. That is for water and sewer use. It was brought to my attention that when the taxpayers come forward to pay that bill, they were assessed of cost in excess of $200 on a $500 bill. Do the math. These are working households, husbands, wives, children in our school system, people struggling to make ends meet. I understand that we all have to pay our taxes. That is a given. However, there are things in our life sometimes that create a delay. These are not habitual offenders. This is someone that had a priority, whether it was a dental bill for a child or something that delayed the payment. For them to have to incur a $200 fee on a $500 bill is unconscionable. That is unconscionable. That's, if you equated that to interest, that would be usurious and against the law in the state of Rhode Island. I understand we have to step up and correct something that has occurred for years, where people have been allowed to slip between the cracks. That cannot be tolerated at the expense of the taxpayers. But I can tell you there are a lot of $500 bills that are incurring a $200 surcharge because of the system that the tax collector in the city of Warwick has adopted. I do not agree with that system. I do not agree with the system where, when tax due date is on a Saturday, that if the tax is paid on the next business day, which is a Monday, that they are assessing interest for the entire amount back to day one, July 15th, even though those bills were not sent out till late in the cycle. And even though those bills were printed stating September 15th, October 15th in the 4 quarters. Very confusing for the taxpayers, but lucrative for the city of Warwick in being able to charge interest for the entire bill because it wasn't paid on Saturday, of which the tax collector's office, the last time I know it, is closed on Saturday. So the taxpayer taking reasonable steps comes in on Monday. Again, another unconscionable act that I know it's not supported by this council person, and knowing my colleagues on the council, I don't think any one of you supports something of that nature. And if you do, you can speak up and tell everyone you do support that. But I do not support that. And is that the reason why tax revenues are up? Is that the reason why we had a $6.4 million surplus last year? If that's the reason, I don't want to be a part of it. Because again, Those are charitable acts that prey upon those who can least afford it. The working class people of our population is going down. Why people are moving to other communities? The tax collector is way off base with this. I'm not sure the mayor is aware of it, but if he is aware of it, I'd like to hope that he will correct it. Because, again, it's not right. And if it can't be corrected there, then I think we should have to address it somewhat in a different manner.